EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Armadillos of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25, and drive to begin with a run from A-Chain. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But you look at this defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Right back to A-Chain on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And now they'll shift things around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, It's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Hall. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup at 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Tua now on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. But you look at this defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Being chased out left. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
This one deep for Wilson. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, it's A-Chain. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 3rd and 8.
At his own 9-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
20 TX.
Now Tua. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you missed those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you kind of get it back, even with just one throw.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Dolphins at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. And that's caught inside the 35. And what a big-time play there. 49 yards.
And a real 1st down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. There's Hall bringing in another one. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Running left, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll audible to something else. Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop it.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Let's go. Get alive.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hardman. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
That's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 34.
And quickly they get to the line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This pass out wide to Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And 4.
A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd down at 7. Running right, here's A-chain.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Cam Smith.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
On play action, here's Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Armadillos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's Achane to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Running left, it's Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Dolphins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Achane now up the middle. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. And they're going to speed things up here. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
20 TX.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. The quick slant caught, and I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. On play action, they'll throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. A nice little juke. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left.
Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing Tua. A-Chain on 1st and 10.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Tua. And this one complete to Doolin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Here's Tua. A throw on the money there to Doolin. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Throw caught by A-Chain.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
This is 1st and 10. Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next.
What's that?